about. What else happened? Ooh. All right, I'm ready. Hey guys. We live on everything. Okay. What's up? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're about to go live on the radio whenever you're ready. Mute your phone. All right. Phone's muted. Vibrate. Jai Leta-Colvard. Right? Yeah. What's up, guys? We're about to go live on the radio. I'm ready. Let's roll. Okay. Okay.
Okay, party people in the house.
Hey guys, it's Michelle Taylor Willis, and thanks again for tuning in to According. Hey guys, it's Michelle Taylor. It's Michelle Taylor Willis.
It's According to Michelle Radio with Michelle Taylor Willis.
What is up, guys? Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday. It is the first, I was going to say the first Wednesday of June. It's not. It is the last Wednesday of May. What's up? It's According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis. We are live in the Atlanta studio of Real 1100 AM Studios. What is going on, everybody? Instagram. What's up? Y'all are live today. Facebook. We got 2 Facebooks and a YouTube going. What's going on, guys? How are you? And listen, if you are not in Atlanta or don't have Facebook or Instagram, if you're on iHeart, you can catch us on the iHeart app live right now. And let's just say you're so busy, there's no way you can get on anything at all. Team replay is always in full effect. You can search back, come back on Monday, According to Michelle podcast, and you can find us on literally every single podcast platform known to man. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. It actually is. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, I hear it's a big deal. I don't know. We had a great show today. I'm excited. We've got Jai Leta-Colvard on this show today. She's an entrepreneur and she's got some huge things happening in the world of business. Can't wait to tell you guys about her. We got Senseless Shenanigans brought to us by Coca-Cola Bottling Company. At 5 o'clock, we got Ask Michelle at 5:30. And I'm feeling frisky today. I might open the phone lines up and you can call in 404-603-8770 even before it's time for Ask Michelle. So we want to be like, you want to talk, you're so enthralled by the conversation, and you're like, I want to talk to her. And I can't wait till 5:30. I'm going to do it now. And so I'm going to put the phone number in the comments, 404-603-8770. All right, guys, it is a beautiful day in Atlanta. I don't know where you guys are calling in from or where you're tuning in from, but if you're from anywhere else, like I said, if you're live, make sure you drop me something in the comments. Say your name, say where you're from, say where you're living right now, so I can make sure I give everybody a shout out for you guys. Okay, listen.
You're a Boston fan.
Oh, you know what? Okay, let's just talk a little bit about this series that's happening.
The fan base is so terrible. I'm so happy they got everything deserved. This is for you, Boston.
Okay, so wait a minute. LA was out.
Yeah.
And then Boston. And I'm telling you, people thought Boston was going to take it.
No one, I don't know why they were thinking that. No.
People thought Boston was going to take it. But however, Denver is like the fart at night that nobody hears except the person sleeping next to you. See what I did there?
No, that just proves how disrespected they've been this whole season. Oh my gosh. Poor Nuggets.
It's like the very silent fart. That's what Denver is. But let me tell you something. Denver is going to take this thing. I'm putting all my bets on Denver. I'm not a betting woman, but if I were, I'm Denver.
Heat in 6.
What?
Oh, wow.
What? No, no way. No, it's Denver. It's Denver.
Heat in 7, but definitely Heat in 6.
I think it's Denver. And I'm taking all wagers. Okay. Instagram's going crazy. Shout me out. Okay. All right. Sofu, yes. What's up, the Foreverology? How are you? Jack for real. What's up, Jack for real? I know where you're from. You are from, hold on, let me just think. New York. It's in New York City. I feel like that's where Jack for Real is from. What's up, Jack for Real? Grant Williams, the underdog always comes alive. The Foreverology
You said like
says.
Grant Williams?
That's what she's put in here. Hashtag Grant Williams.
Nah, sit down. Respectfully. If Grant Williams was him, he would have won the series and they'd be playing in the finals. No.
I'm just saying, I want to know who y'all got. And I got Starbucks gift cards for that, for this. First of all, I'm taking bets. I'm not going to bet because betting isn't my thing unless I'm in Vegas on the blackjack table. So maybe it is my thing, but it's not my thing right now. Okay. But I'm going to bet, I want to bet $1. Yes, that's what I said. She said what she said. She said what she said.
Oh, I didn't realize Grant Williams
She
was
said
a two-time MVP.
she said hashtag Grant Williams. That's what she said.
Nah.
Chris Pike said we're busy. Oh, too busy doing what? Christopher Pike. I'm giving Chris Pike a shout out. Owner and founder of Urban Pulse. Takes a full 5, dude. She said it takes a full 5. My followers are giving. My followers want the smoke today.
No, well, you know what's funny?
My followers want the smoke today.
Grant Williams was drafted by the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum was drafted by the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown was drafted by the Boston Celtics. The team that y'all lost to 8 of the players. Okay, all 8 players that played for the Miami Heat last night. 5 of them were undrafted players. I want you to let that sink in.
Let that ruminate.
So if y'all
on your
if
soul,
you love so much as God,
or maybe I just
ruminate on walked on by pretty much some big underdogs.
She says so, Ann. We're having a full out. We're having a full out conversation between one of my followers on
Your
Instagram.
last championship was Larry Bird and some Chucks. Don't at me, okay?
Listen, the Foreverology said, "Meet me on the court. What time and what place?" She said, "Not on the playground, on the court." She wants all the smoke. She wants all the smoke, Jarrell. You got nothing for her? You gonna leave her hanging?
Dude, it's fine. Miami's gonna win, so it's okay.
I'm taking Denver.
We'll see you next year.
I say Denver. She said 7:15. That's good. As soon as the show is done. Okay, I'm taking Denver, but we're gonna follow this tomorrow. Wait, tonight? Is tonight the first game?
Tomorrow.
It's tonight. Oh yeah, Thursday night. Yeah. Okay. So I want to know whoever the first person to tell me who they think is gonna win. And if you're right, I'm sending out Starbucks gift cards. I don't know how much the gift card will be for yet. It'll be at least $20. That's enough to get 2 coffees, right? What? I feel like, that's not good. That's $20 worth more coffee than you had.
Yeah, but inflation, you know what I mean?
Okay, all right. $20 gift card to whoever, the Heat. Okay, the Foreverology says the Heat.
I'm just playing Michelle.
Whatever. I can't take the disrespect today.
I'm so sorry, man.
I can't take and he said, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
He followed it up with ma'am.
It's good.
Do I look old enough to be a ma'am? Be honest, do I?
I'm sorry. I'm just being some respect. This is lower respect. I know you're not old enough for you. Well, I'm just I was raised like that. So excuse me.
Thank you. I'll take it. Southern hospitality. I'll take all of it. Okay, so thank you. The Foreverology says the Heat. All right. So if you win, I'm gonna send you a $20 Starbucks gift card. Anybody got the Nuggets? I got the Nuggets. Anybody else? 1100 AM listeners, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Anybody else? Nobody wants the Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets.
Now, Denver this is awesome for them. I think it's their first time ever getting to this point in their franchise history. So it's pretty cool to see on that end. But on the flip side, I don't want to see Miami lose again.
Listen, Miami's going to be tired.
They've been tired this whole time.
Yeah, no, but now they're really tired. And Denver is coming in hot. They're ready. So I'm just saying, whoever's got Denver, let me know. I got $20 worth of Starbucks gift cards going either way. All right, real quick before we go to break, I do want to just touch on something really quickly because I go back and forth with this with Uber, and they are going to dig deep. Okay, so the story. So if you're not in Atlanta, let me just give you guys the landscape really quickly. There was a news story that came out yesterday. I believe it was yesterday morning about a woman who was found in a Cadillac Escalade. The car was bulleted up, and she was found dead. And they didn't know who she was or what it was or what happened. But this woman was found dead in the back of an SUV in the middle of a pretty well-known area in Atlanta. We have now found out that
And she's an influencer, and the Uber driver, they specifically were shooting at her. So don't know all the details, but it's extremely sad. And she was young.
so I mean it's just like I, I don't know what to say about the world in which we live. I mean, and we don't know, like we have no idea what, I mean, what she was involved in, what she wasn't, who, I mean, like we don't have any details. But we know that this one, I think she's younger than 30, right? She's not even 30, is she?
I'm not sure, but she looked very young.
31.
31.
Yeah, so right there.
31.
And then, in addition to that, Mays High School, the young girl who was killed there.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Oh, you mean over Memorial Day weekend?
Yes.
And you know what? And so let's double click on that. How about all of the deaths that happened over Memorial Day weekend in Chicago, here in Atlanta, like so many major cities, like people got shot up over Memorial Day weekend. Like, yes, it is an awe. But I mean, can somebody please help me? Like, I don't want to get desensitized to this type of violence and just nonsensical stuff that happened. And I mean, it's like it's over and over and over and over again. Do you remember when the shooting happened back in? It was like the first major school shooting. What was that? What was the
Columbine.
Columbine, and it shook the nation, right? And it was like, and now we have school shootings. Like, I mean, it's like they're in colleges, they're in elementary school, they're all over. But I mean, it's like I have no words for it.
I know it's just happening too often. They're not even able to find the shooter, and it's just sad for the families, especially children. It's just
Especially children.
It's extremely sad.
We had a woman on, Sheila Michelle, remember, a few weeks back,
Yeah.
and her son was killed to gun violence. I mean, it's just, and the thing about it is, it's like, I mean, everybody, I mean, I hate to use the term innocent people, but a lot of times there's innocent bystanders, right? I mean, there's kids that are caught in crossfire, and I don't know, I don't have the answer. I'm just wondering, like, if anybody has thoughts on what we do. Like, are we so far in? I'm telling you, if I were God, which I'm not, I would Noah's Ark this place. I know he said he wasn't gonna do it again, but if I were God, I'd be like, no, I got to start over. I'm sorry, it's just too much.
And it's sad. It's just a mind shift change. Before, back in the day, I'm 53 by the way, but
You look great.
thank you.
Fantastic.
Back in the day, when people disagreed, they used to fight.
Yeah.
But now it's not even up for discussion. They don't even fight. It's no battle. They just immediately shoot. And sometimes you don't even know the issue, the circumstances, and you might be sadly mistaken. And then you have major regrets when you don't even know the totality of and the severity of what you're actually doing. And
Right.
Children are shooting children.
Right.
At the end of the day, children are having children.
That's right.
And not raising them as a child raising another child, and not giving them the tools to be productive in the society. So
that's
it
right.
takes us to volunteer and get back in the community and assist people that have even single moms or single dads that just don't have that void, or just someone just actually that needs love.
And the thing about it is, and I know we got to go to break, but it's like, in order for us to see change, we'd have to change right now. And then it's 40, 50 years before any of that, you know what I mean? So likely if we're going to be able to right the ship in our life, we won't know if it's been rectified or not. You know what I mean? We won't know. So my heart goes out to the families and to, I mean, it's crazy. In Atlanta, I don't know about everywhere else. I can't speak for everybody else, but I can tell y'all, in Atlanta, it's the Wild Wild West out here. Like, it literally is like every man for himself. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, it started with the malls. Like, nobody's shooting up Lenox Mall anymore.
But no one wants to go to Lenox Mall anymore.
Yeah, it's just give and take.
I mean, so I don't know. A couple comments here. Somebody put ... in the comments. So we know what that means. Regina Deloche, hey, what's going on? Says it breaks my heart to see so much violence. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, it's literally bad. Somebody says exactly. Back in the day, now people are cowards. Yeah, I feel you, Michelle. Absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we got to take a break. Forget about all the sad stuff, though. I've got inspiration for you. If you're an entrepreneur at heart, want to become an entrepreneur, need some inspiration, breast cancer survivor, somebody in your family with breast cancer. Like, we're talking about all the things today, nonprofits, community. But basically, it always boils down to on this show inspiration, empowerment, motivation, action, execution. These are the people that end up on the According to Michelle radio show every week. And that's who's in here right now. So we come back from this break. We're going to dive in and learn more about Just Jay and her line of clothes and sleepwear. And pretty soon she got bathing suits. I'm going to be her model for that. Don't go anywhere. More According to Michelle when we come back. Hey guys, Michelle Taylor Willis here, and I just want to ask you: have you checked out my latest? It starts with self. Lucky Leak. Hi, Lucky Leak. Yeah. Okay. So let me just go over the topics that we have that you want to make sure we discuss. Certainly, we'll talk about a lot of other things, but Space of Grace Inc., your nonprofit,
Yes.
golf and tennis line.
Yes, well, I have an event coming up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That stay tuned for the Sweat Pretty. Is that the event?
Well, it's a Sweat Pretty golf day. It's golf
in
day
your
in
city
Georgia.
golf clinic.
Okay.
Okay. So those are the three things we have to make sure we discuss.
You said
Is that
Space
right?
of Grace,
Yeah.
Just Jay Wear. I have Just Jay Wear.
Yeah.
Do Just
hold
Jay
on.
Wear first because I started my fitness apparel line first.
Okay. Hold on, let me grab mine.
And then we're gonna do Space of Grace. Let's do Space of Grace last.
Okay. Hold on. My pen.
Because that's where I started my mental health. So I want to close with that and just have some inspiration for people who's dealing with mental health. And by the way, it is in Mental Health Month, so this is the last day. So I want to close with that.
Perfect. All right, we got that. Hold on. Okay. You gotta be kidding.
I got.
Hey, did I take all
I think I got one in my purse.
You know, I cleaned out my. Here it is.
Okay.
I cleaned out my purse and. All right, guys. Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes, it's the last day. Let me see how Just Jay Wear got started.
Yep, we got that.
And
what's up, guys? We're on a commercial break on the radio, Real 1100 AM, live if you are in Atlanta. And if not, you obviously can see us on Instagram, Facebook. So let me tell you what's interesting. My 14-year-old who worked for me, he's the one that does the research. He just started. He just called me. And now he knows that I'm on the air. So I'm like, why would he be calling me? He's like, oh, shoot, Mom, I forgot. Because I did just do all the work for you to be on air. Amen. Mental health. I'm here for good. Yeah, we're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about her clothing line. This girl has clothes in Macy's, y'all. We're going to talk about that. And if you want to call in and talk to her, you can. Did you bring me something to wear?
No, because I want you to pick out what you want, and I'll give it to you. I don't like to bring people.
AKA, you know what that means? Like. That means I forgot.
No,
I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you.
I told you.
You're like, no, I didn't.
No, I don't.
I promise. I'm just messing with you.
No, actually, I got a card for you too, so you can just place the order. So what you said, but I want you to get what you like. You get something.
I am totally kidding. I'm messing with you.
No, I'm just saying.
You know that, right? Dimples. Oh, you have dimples.
I do it all the time.
I know, but I'm kidding. I'm a Navy vet, so I feel that PTSD is real and mental health. That's right. Yeah. Thank you for your service, by the way, Navy vet.
Thank you.
We come back. We're gonna dive in here. Let me put I got the phone number in the comments. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me put this here for y'all. If you guys have any questions, if you don't want to call in or can't call in, feel free to drop it in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Lucky Leak. I love Lucky Leak. What is that? Make sure you drop in the comments where you're from, where you're living right now, what you do. According to Michelle with Just J. Just J Ware. She's dope, y'all. Let me pin this to the top. I like that song. Who was that? What song was that? What song was that we just heard? It was really good. Carol. All right, I got your comment, Carol. I'm going to read it when we get back on air. I'm from the earth. We know you're from the earth. When we get back on air, I'm going to read your comment, okay, and give you a shout out live. Yeah, so drop in your city, your name, what you do, and I'll make sure at some point during the broadcast I give you guys a shout out, okay? It is the last day of mental health, yeah. Mental Health Awareness Month. And let me just tell you guys, if you're going through something, if you got something going on, it's okay to pick up the phone and just, I prefer to talk to therapists because, like, they don't judge you. All they do is listen. Like, I can literally just be like, just listen to me. I don't want you to say anything. I don't want any, I just want somebody to listen. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm probably wrong. Just listen. It's very refreshing and it's freeing. And
Well, like you're not wrong. It's just how you feel.
no, I'm wrong sometimes.
I mean, we all wrong sometimes.
I mean, you know, I know when I'm wrong sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is Just Jay. When we come back, let me put her up here. Jay, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
From Detroit.
Detroit.
Went from Detroit to San Diego to Atlanta.
From what? Oh, that's right. You are. That's right. In the Air Force. Thank you for your service, ATL, United States Air Force vet, executive resume writer, yoga and meditation teacher. Real chill.
Awesome.
That's the Foreverology. Yeah. Y'all should check her out and follow her. Oh, wow. That is a good topic for you. You know what? Since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, we're going to jump on that. I'm not going to say it yet, but that's good. I like that, Carol. Of course, everybody that's in the comments can see that, but nobody in Radio Land or Instagram, they can't see it. So, yeah, make sure you guys follow the Foreverology. She's always doing like these yoga poses, and she's very inspirational. She always has nice things to say, and she's always very kind. All right, we're at 4:29. We are back in 1 minute. When we come back, I'm going to do a show sponsorship and then introduce you, okay? 4:30, kitty shout outs. Okay.
You have a lot of red and black. I gotta teach you.
All right, guys, welcome back to the According to Michelle show right here on Real 1100 AM in Midtown Atlanta. It's Michelle Taylor Willis. You can follow me at just about everything at Michelle Taylor Willis. And just want to say thanks to everybody that's tuning in live. If you're taking me home with you right now, don't tell my husband. Just joking. Ha ha ha. That means you're on the audible. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, here she goes. You thought you were going to get past me today? No way. Just saying. If you're on your drive home and you're listening and you're being entertained, hopefully by us, then welcome. If it's your first time, we are here to inspire, empower, motivate everybody we have on any of the According to Michelle platforms, TV or radio, whatever it is. We want to inspire you. And it's not like the inspiration, like, you feel good for a moment and then you go back to doing whatever you were doing that was basic. It's like you're empowered to action. Like when you listen to one of our guests, you leave thinking, I'm ready to do something different. And here it is. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be like 15 different things. It could be one thing. All you need to do is one thing different. Did you know if you got 1% better every day for a year, you would be 365% better than you were 365 days ago? Did you ever think about life like that? It's incremental change, my friends. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. 1% better every day. That's all you got to focus on. It's one thing at a time. Pick one thing. Our guest today is going to say one thing that should inspire you to action. If you're not acting on it, like dreams are great, hopes are great, faith is great, but it has to be partnered with action and execution. If you're not going to do any of that, then just keep doing what you're doing. We don't want any of that over here at According to Michelle. If you miss us every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., all you got to do is jump on Team Replay. Search According to Michelle podcast. Every Monday, there's a new podcast that uploads from the previous week's live radio broadcast. So there's no excuse not to have a little bit of the MT dubs in your life. When we went to break, we were just talking a little bit about, the gun violence and all this crap, for lack of a better word, that's happening specifically here in Atlanta. And I just wanted to drop one more comment from Carol Mangum, who happens to be my line sister, Skiwi Soror. She says, I agree with Lucky. Lucky left a comment. It starts with self. Yeah. She says, I agree with Lucky. We have to start seeing the value of ourselves first. We have to overcome and honestly stop using the excuses of the over 400 years and counting oppression and poisoning our minds. We have to shift our own mindsets, starting with ourselves. Then we can impact on a larger scale in our communities. Until that happens, it will still be a sad state as far as us inflicting violence on each other. Woo, that's a whole show in itself.
Exactly.
She said, pardon my French, I'm from the earth. That's all right. We'll take the earth. We will take the earth. Okay. Speaking of that, we're going to be talking about mental health today because our guest is a mental health advocate. And today is the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month. But that does not mean we forget about the focus on mental health. It just means the month is over. That's it. This just means the month is over. But we still have to focus on ourselves, which I love, and our mental health, right? We got to do that. And that's one of the things that our guest does. But let me tell you just a little bit about what else about what she does. I'm all like stuck on Carol's comment. I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Got to have you on the show, Carol. That's what she's doing. She's vying for a position on the show. We'll talk about it. All right. She's an entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist. She's a founder. She's an activist. She's all these things, but she's really an empowerer. She's got her own line of sportswear called Just Jai Wear. She's got sleepwear. Pretty soon, I said this on break, she's going to have underwear, not underwear. See what I did there? Underwear, because all the other wears. Swimwear. Can I be your swim model? I've been working really hard all winter on my summer body. Can you tell? Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Whenever she comes out with that, we're going to do it. She's got her own nonprofit. She's been interviewed countless times. Golf is her thing. Tennis is her thing. She does all kinds of things. She's a breast cancer survivor activist. She is an empowerer, and she's doing it. She's doing it. She's not talking about it. She's not thinking about it. She's not dreaming about it. She is doing it. You know what that means? You can too. Welcome, Just Jay, to the According to Michelle radio show on Real
Thank you.
1100 AM with none other than Michelle Taylor Willis. How are you?
I am doing amazing.
Yes?
Thank you for affording me the opportunity to come on. I'm excited.
I'm excited to have you here. So, first and foremost, at some point during the show, we've got to play Set It Off.
Of course.
I mean, because she's an AKA.
Of course.
And she's in here. She got her green on. I don't see any pearls. She got on diamonds today. That's all right. We'll take the diamonds. But she's an AKA. So welcome to the house of Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned all those wonderful things, and I just want to say is that people, what they don't know is that I work a full-time job. I'm a program manager in cybersecurity. So
Oh my
what I tell
gosh.
people is that is my investor for my fitness apparel line. So you have to really focus on time management to follow your passion.
Okay. So I want to, okay, we're going to dive in. I want to double click on that because what a lot of people want to do and try to do is leave corporate and go into a business, right? And go into their own business. I'm sick of the man, sick of working 9 to 5, I'm sick of giving him all my money. I'm making the money, making him millions of dollars. I'm making $1 a day, right? And so we're like, we don't want to do that anymore. And we just throw in the towel and quit. And there was really, if we do it right, and I'm not saying it has to be this way all the time, but if we do it right, there could be such a strategic and beautiful transition from corporate into your own company. But it doesn't have to happen before you're ready, really mentally and financially, right? Like you said, you got your own investor. Your corporate job is your investor into your entrepreneurial enterprise, which I'm guessing at some point will pull you out of that corporate environment, right?
It has to make sense. If I'm not making at least 3 times the amount of my salary, I'm not walking away because I have a 401k, I have excellent benefits, so it has to make sense.
So cybersecurity, this keeps coming up. One of my our CEO for our company is actually, his background is cybersecurity, and I was talking to a cybersecurity expert earlier today, and then somebody else in cybersecurity hit me up. So cybersecurity keeps invading my space. Oh, I don't know what that means, but what I do, I have learned, believe it or not, I love to talk. Obviously, I talk a lot, but I listen more. And for some reason, cybersecurity keeps jumping into my ether, my atmosphere. I don't know what that means yet, but maybe we'll figure it out while you're here. So let's talk a little bit about your corporate job, cybersecurity. How did you, first of all, if I had to guess, it's got to be less than 1% of Black women in cybersecurity, right?
It's very slim. I'm the only Black woman on my team. I'm not only minority, but it's not many women. The net is that when I first started at this, I want to say the company name. When I first started at the company, I was a dispatcher, and I was just I was actually talking to teachers who had software issues in the classroom. So I would just say, one moment, please transfer the call over to the technical support team. They said, I can teach you everything we know. They showed me hardware and software, and from there, they stayed over late to actually assist me. From there, I was afforded the opportunity to be in technical support. And as over the years, just challenging myself, learning things new, taking technical classes. And then I just stretched myself. And I'm more so in account management. I didn't know anything about cybersecurity, took a couple classes online through the company I was working with, and they gave me the opportunity. From there, moved up and moved to another opportunity. So I stayed in cybersecurity. The goal is to find out where the trend is, and that's where you want to be. You want to be marketable. I can go anywhere that I want, but I'm comfortable. I know the space that I'm in. I know what I can actually do on the job, and I do it well. I give my 100%.
So you didn't start thinking this is where I'm going to end up. You just kind of.
My major is in management. I have an MBA. So no, I was not technical at all. And the job that I currently have now, I'm the liaison. I'm the glue that puts the sales team together, the engineers, the architect to resolve the cybersecurity issues. So I'm responsible for multi-million-dollar deals and clients that I actually have to protect their environment. You wouldn't even think that even your garage opener is cybersecurity involved in that.
So okay, let's break it down for a second. What exactly is, like, to the layest person? not the lamest person, because they're probably out there somewhere, but to the to the layest person, what is cybersecurity?
It's basically it's a overall a layer of protection for you to be recognized. That's why you have MFA, multi-factor authentication. That's why it changed now. So, for example, on your phone, you try to log in to your account. So then the bank will come back and say, will ask you they're going to text your number because they need to verify that it's you. Before we used to just log into our account without having that second layer of protection. So then they'll verify that's you by one, you've already logged in with that device, so they know that particular IP address. Yes, that's her, but guess what? Somebody might have her phone. But of course, they hope that you do have your phone, and then you have to text the number. So it's two layers to actually protect yourself because it's so many components. And in cybersecurity, like I said, even your garage opener, somebody could keep pinging that IP address for your garage opener. Of course, there's technology involved, and they can open up your garage. You're not. They're in a whole nother city, state, country. So garage no name said they have to have cybersecurity to protect you from them tapping into their system. I think when a couple years ago, the whole um, electrical system in Texas went down. Guess what? Somebody tapped into their system and they weren't protected. So the company I work for, we protect them. We realize when there's threats. So when there's threats, and we use tools to verify this threat. So then we go out to the customer. Is this you or who is this? Validate this information. So we go ahead and block it.
So how do you? Okay, a couple questions because I'm always intrigued by this topic. It just seems like it would be so tough to like the hacking into a garage door open. I mean, like how
It's
it
not
seems like it would be
it's
so
not one specific garage. Once they get into the system of a company,
or even
they can
getting
open
into
up
the
all
system.
they can open up all the garages at the same time in various different states.
So how does somebody sit around thinking? I mean, is it most of the time? Is it
Hackers.
just for fun? Like they're just. It seems like sometimes these people are just having fun with this, right? Is that just a thing, or
If
I
it's
mean, is
if
it really really devious and demented?
it's real because if they're not offering, want may want money, they may want ransom. It just all depends on who it is. It's just hackers that's specifically designed to go in different systems and hack banks, the various hikes. They are specifically working on. That's why they ask you, if you notice, before your password, they ask for your password, they tell you your password is too simple because
Right.
they have applications or automation that they can just keep going and going. In 2 days they can figure out your password. So that's why you have to have your password complex or you'll be compromised. So I think you just recently someone just recently said they were just compromised with their credit card, and it's something, I don't know if it was a password or something, to the degree that somebody was able to access that and get into that particular card, and for that company to think that they was you, and they have multi-factor authentication, and they contacted that particular individual to validate if that was you. Either it's by cell phone, which you left, or by email.
So if you have the, I mean, you should always have multi-factor
Right,
authentication,
exactly.
right? Like,
But remember, before we didn't.
right.
The government was actually compromised. A part of the government was compromised because they didn't have it because the old system. So that's a different conversation.
Yeah. Well, so let me ask you a question though. Is it possible that, you know, if you can answer this, answer it, but I'm just wondering, is it possible that sometimes systems or governments are behind the hacking? Like
I can't speak to that.
okay.
I was like, girl, why you
Possible.
asking her an impossible question? All right,
Anything's
FBI, come
possible.
on in. Come on, girl. Sorry.
I'm
No.
just
I would
saying
hope
because
not.
I mean, but like I think we're just getting to a space where they're like the possibilities for anything are just endless, and like you don't know who's behind what.
It depends. Sometimes you do, and then sometimes you have disgruntled employees. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. But it may people always leave a trail. Whether people want to believe it or not, you always leave a
So there's
trail.
always a trail.
So it basically, like for even where I work, if someone's trying to, let's say, tap into your system, they keep pinging it. We know where it's coming from. It's coming from. They can go as far as deep as far as it's coming from this particular country and this particular location. If they do it so many times,
And at some point, you'll be able to figure it out.
like they know, okay, Michelle is not in Russia at this particular house trying to access her account. So no, this is not her. We're going to warn her and just to validate if that is her. And she says, no, it's not me, and then shut it down.
And then you got to start all over again. Is there any way to just keep them, just to not be vulnerable at all? Would you
Well,
just have to stay
most
off the
companies-
grid completely?
Well, most companies have to have policies and procedures in place. They have to change their password every 90 days.
So we should absolutely be doing
You
that.
should do that.
Really?
And they should not be the same passwords.
Yeah.
Once somebody figures out one, they know they can get into all of everything that you actually have that has
Right.
a password.
I have 5,000 passwords. I'm not even kidding. I can't ever.
It's hard to keep up.
It's hard to
And they
keep
have-
up, and I
they actually
can't.
have applications where you can lock your passwords.
Yeah, but okay, let me ask you about that real quick. Okay. I don't like the save the key or put out your password because I feel like if that's compromised, then should we not use those two?
You know what?
She's
There's
like,
so
you
many
were trying to
different
get me.
layers of protection. I don't know what to tell people to actually use. I'm constantly changing mine, but we can't. For me, I can't print out keys and have keys different places. So I try my best. I hope that I'm protecting myself by constantly changing passwords.
Do you think that's the best? That's the best thing. It's all going what?
It's an ongoing battle as far as changing passwords. Remember when you change it, which one, and try to keep following. It's
a lot,
battle.
right? Oh, ongoing battle. Yeah. Somebody just asked, what about when the computer wants to save those passwords? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the only time I would suggest save your passwords if you are only using your passwords, because guess what?
But what if you lose your computer?
If you lose your computer, you should have a password on your computer to get into your computer.
Right. But if they can get into everything else, can't they get into the password to get in your computer?
Unless Tom Cruise from Mission
You're right.
Impossible
You're
takes your computer, I think you're good.
You're
An
right.
average person, but if it is
I
unlocked, I
saved
see that
some.
happening.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I probably shouldn't, but I saved some. But I have 3 layers of protection to even get into the company that I actually work. So you just can't easily get in. Yeah, you cannot easily get in.
Okay, so real quick, and then we'll move off of that. I just find this fascinating because it's happening so often.
It is.
And it's stupid stuff. Even some kids just playing around on TV and turning TVs on and off, right? When you're just like, how, So okay, 3 things we should definitely do to protect ourselves. What do you think?
First of all, I would say is make sure you change your passwords every 90 days.
Change passwords every 90 days. Okay.
And ensure your characters are at least, it's long, but they strongly recommend 15 to 20 characters in your password.
15 to 20?
That's what they're saying. That's what I have to do.
Well, yeah. I'm good because I have 39,000 in each one of my passwords. Okay. So I'm clear.
And if you can, you're so funny. If you can, do not allow your children to get on your computer.
Oh.
Because they'll make changes and you don't even realize it. And a lot of times the children are smarter than you.
Okay. Change your passwords every 90 days. Don't let kids on your computer. And make sure 15 to 20 characters.
And pretty complex. Not just letters. Obviously, you have to put characters.
Right, everything.
Yes, please.
And then where should we store that information? In our heads?
Well, it depends what you feel comfortable with. There's applications. You can store them. You can actually store them on your phone. Of course, somebody take your phone. And you can just print it out and put it up. Whatever you feel comfortable with. People remember things differently. But whatever is best for you on how you actually be able to retrieve the information if you can't find it.
Whew. Okay, I know that that's not why you're here, but trust me, you just helped a lot of people out. I mean, people are commenting, we're getting comments in the like. This is great, but it also is a great segue for why and how you've been successful and significant at your job. And as somebody said, Carol said she
20
loves for 20 years. She loves how you positioned it that your corporate job is my angel investor. Yes, 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 and we can see now why she's at her job and why she's been doing a good job. I mean, she gets it. So you're welcome for all that free information. You heard it right here on According to Michelle. When we come back, now we're going to talk about how she's using that angel investment to forward her second career, because pretty soon she'll probably be all in. She's already in Macy's, y'all. Already. We got Jai Leta in the house, just Jay Ware, breast cancer survivor advocate. She's an empowerer of women. She's amazing. When we come back, we're going to talk about how she not just did it, but how she's doing it. And you can too, on According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis on Real 1100 AM. Don't touch anything. We come back 5 o'clock. Senseless shenanigans.
Yeah, time go by.
Yeah, you can talk.
Time go by fast.
Yeah, I told you. Okay, I am really challenged over here with this computer. Yeah, like because how did we do it last year? I mean, last week. So I could like keep it, so I could turn it to her and turn it back. And then just how do I turn it to her to make it just. I think my chair was over more this way, wasn't it? Maybe. Hold on.
What's your definition of more over?
This way. Hey guys, we're on a commercial break. If you're just coming in, welcome. We've got Jai Leta-Colvard in the house of Just Jayware. Yeah, but now it's not.
You should probably we should get you one of these for that.
I need to get one of those.
I have another one.
Just a stand.
I have another stand. I got like 15 joysticks. I should be an investor in Joy's company.
Oh, I like Joy. I have to get the light. I have the other.
Yeah, that's one of her lights.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's one of her lights.
I have to get when I went. It was at MobileCon. She didn't have any more lights.
Yeah, we just bought that tracker from her too. Okay, so now they can see you. What's up, guys? How's it going? Yeah, people are saying they're enjoying the conversation. Great information. You're just coming on. We're on a studio break here on According to Michelle Radio. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this back and then I'm gonna have to. What's up? Where is Colin? How are you? Y'all are busy today. We have a great show. We just got, okay, so let me just give y'all a recap. If you're just coming on, let me tell you what our cybersecurity expert said today. Okay, 3 things. Change your passwords every 90 days, which we know we should be doing that. But I change mine every 13 hours because, I don't want y'all in my stuff. Okay. And then if you have children, do not let your children on your computers at any time. Give them their own stuff and let them F that up. But do not let them don't let them on your computers. And the third thing is 15 to 20 characters. Your passwords should be 15 to 20 characters, all kinds of different characters. So letters, numbers, symbols, emojis, whatever. This emoji.
One thing, if they have children, we host tech camps. I'm not sure we're doing one this year, but really cybersecurity for children.
Okay.
Some children think they're talking to children
and they're not.
And the voices are changed and they're talking to adults. So we share videos, and I'm going to send you some information that they can share with their children about cybersecurity, because they need to be extremely careful when they're online.
These kids, I know, right? Did y'all hear that? So we've got Just Jay is here. She owns and founded a sportswear line that actually is now in the Macy's in California, right?
No, it's not anymore.
It's not anymore. It was. Okay.
But I got a couple places I'm landing.
Emoji for password. I just threw it in there. I don't know. Is that a thing? It could be. Try it. Let me know if it works. But she's actually in cybersecurity, and she kind of opened up the show, giving us all kinds of tips. She was talking about how people can tap into your garage door company. So if you're sitting at home one night and you just see your garage door start going up and down, It's not a ghost. It's a hacker. Your house isn't possessed.
Your
Just
house is
telling you.
possessed. This is so funny.
I'm just telling you. Great info. Okay, let's see what's it is important and so much more critical now, especially with the rise of AI. I know. I just feel like
People need to be afraid of that because this is
I think it's too much. Isn't
It's
it
too
too
much.
much? AI is too much.
it's too much. Sometimes too much information is not good information. It's too much.
I mean, I think some of it in limited circumstances is cool, but I just feel like, I mean, you could change your voice.
Exactly.
I mean, like somebody could call my kids and be like, yeah, this is mom.
Exactly.
And it's not me.
Exactly.
I just think I think they
Exactly.
should. I don't know. I'm not going to say what I think. I don't want y'all to outcast me. I don't want y'all to cancel me. Well, ladies, if you are looking for a field to go into, there's a niche that you can pursue. It's a critical need and it's lacking diversity. Perfect storm. Cybersecurity.
Exactly.
There you go. Michelle, you're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. Yes, AI is too much, way too much. People are saying, get the strap. Dare I ask, what is the strap? Do you know what the strap is?
It's a strap.
What
I
is the
know, I
strap?
don't know. Educate me.
Official. I'm scared. If it's something stupid, do not put it in the comments. If it has anything to do with sex, we don't want to know. Or do we? Okay, this is going to sound conspiracy theory. Let me put this on I'm putting this on the trigger. This is going to sound conspiracy theory-ish. Should we really use the auto-generated suggested passwords? I say no.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, sir. I don't know.
Like if my company is a ma'am, let me know. No, like if my company is generating that password, potentially could they use it even without my knowledge, even though they already have the rights to the content of my laptop?
Your company can pull anything that you have on your laptop. It doesn't make a difference, password or not. There's people at the company that can get in.
She said it's a woman. I know. I told her. No auto-generated, right?
No.
Ever. Never use auto-generated passwords. We're gonna be like, can we talk about the sportswear next time? Let's talk more about these passwords. And I feel, company, when I worked corporate, my mom always told me, she was don't put shit on those people's computers. That's what my mom would say. She said, thought so, thanks.
They own the computer, not you.
Right. And the phones, any company generated phone, great topic. It is a great topic.
Use a corporate card going on a trip with your girlfriend.
Dude, that's okay. So when I started in corporate, when I worked for Johnson & Johnson, my manager, the first thing she told me was the fastest way to get hired is to play with these people's American Express card. The fastest way to get fired. Don't play on that computer and do not use that corporate card for anything else. Mama was right. Yeah. All right, we're back in about 30 seconds. Who is that?
They're fixing a lot of the stuff around the studio right now.
Oh, okay.
Some technicians.
All right.
Here and the other ones.
DKT is right about that. Nothing, right? Nothing. Don't play with these people. That's what my mom said. Don't play with these people. Don't play with these people. They are not to be played with.
No, I know what you're talking about immediately.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I think we all know. We all know. You ready for your senseless shenanigan? All right.
Michelle.
All right, guys, we are back. According to Michelle, are we? Are we back? Are we back?
Turn down sometimes.
Are we back? Are we back? I don't know if we're back or not.
We're back. Yeah.
Are we back? Yes, we are back. Okay, awesome. Yay. Okay, I wasn't sure. We sounded like we were back, but we weren't back. Whatever was in the pipes was back, though. tell you that. Welcome back to According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis here on 1100, Real 1100 AM in Midtown Atlanta. It is 5 o'clock. That means it's time for Senseless Shenanigans. Senseless Shenanigans is brought to us today by Coca-Cola Bottling Company United. Coke has a zillion SKUs. They got as many SKUs as I got passwords. But I'm telling you what I'm drinking right now. It's Smart Water. I like the Smart Water, and I actually really like the alkaline Smart Water. Did you know that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do
Is breathe.
that, and then breathe in water. Water. Our bodies are made of water, and it's the first thing you should do because you're dehydrated at night. So you wake up first thing in the morning, take a few gulps of Smart Water. 32 ounces would be great to do, and you will be on your way. So make sure next time you need water, any kind of crazy drink, you pull for a Coke product, and when you do it, make sure you tell them that the Empty Dubs told you to drink it. That's right, it is water. Okay, it's time for Senseless Shenanigans. What we got today, Jarrell?
Alrighty, so everybody in this day and age is trying to move out, get a house, whether it be an apartment in their own city or an apartment across the way. Regardless, they want their own space. This guy took it to a new extreme.
Oh, wait, where is he from?
So he is from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, that's a new one. Have we had anything from Oklahoma?
No, other than the natural disasters. Nah, nothing people crazy.
All right.
This is a new one.
Okay, I'm very excited.
An Oklahoma man who was allegedly apartment hunting
Okay.
decided he would secure his spot by sending nude pictures to the employees.
Wait, of the apartment complex?
Yeah, so to the realtors.
Wow.
Wait,
That
why?
doesn't make any sense.
Why would he do that?
Apparently, it was so unprovoked. You may say it. He airdropped every single realtor his new.
You can't even get it out without laughing.
No, I'm sorry.
That's
it
what
really
she
is.
said.
They
Sorry.
all were having a meeting. I guess it's like the new building, or you know how when apartments are done being built, and I guess the realtors are just doing walkthroughs.
Yeah.
Everybody had their phones on them, and he's staying with his parents across the way, like in their house. So he just thought it was the time to, I put in my application, so I might as well send in, a little
But
extra
why?
incentive.
Why would he? I don't understand.
I don't know. Apparently, he did it. So these were on purpose. It wasn't like a accident.
Yeah, clearly, but
He
why?
used an iPhone to feature and send nude pictures of himself standing naked in front of a mirror.
Exactly. Why?
That's
That's stupid and
Exactly.
senseless. But why? How is that going to help him secure an apartment?
Well, in his mind, he was thinking that he would definitely put him at the top of the list. It would get someone's attention.
okay. Apparently, he think
Definitely
he
did.
has the package deal
I mean, yeah.
without saying.
So okay. So this is going to be to your point. I'm just asking, and I'm really asking more for a friend, but I feel like it's relevant. Is he well endowed? Is he like?
He's like, I'm a man. I'm not about to say that.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm just
Thank you.
saying.
I was like,
No, I'm just saying. What? Like maybe he's thinking, all right, this thing
He
is.
probably thinks that
I'm
he
killing
has-
the game.
he has to-
All the realtors are women. I'm about to drop.
the game's killing him now because apparently that is illegal.
He's in jail.
He did get released on bond, but it was a $2,000 bond. So nothing high, nothing I guess too low, but enough to be like, you need to go sit down somewhere, young man.
Well, that's an all-time low. for him
So
to do
did
that.
he? And he admitted I did it because I felt like this would have put me at the top of the list, and they would have seen me first.
He didn't even say why. He just said I did it. Like,
That makes zero sense at all.
and the crazy is I can't even not even being funny or anything. His name is Stajic Helm.
That's not real.
It's Stajic Helm.
It's not even his real name. All right, Instagram and Facebook. I'm gonna show you a picture of this guy. We knew this is what this was. So we get to start there. Y'all see this?
Those poor realtors.
Instagram says, huh? What in the ham sandwich? Dude needs help. I was thinking the same thing, Michelle. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, because the only reason you would do that is because you think you got something that somebody else needs or wants.
Exactly.
So this dude is walking around thinking like,
I'm him.
I am him. This thing literally is about to get me the apartment of my dreams. which in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the
Yeah,
jail,
cell of
the
his
jail
Got the cell of
cell.
his dreams. That I don't know what's more depressing: the fact that he went through all that and he didn't get approved,
And he didn't
or
get-
just the fact that he tried it.
Yeah, approved in jail.
And exactly where I bet is he airdropping pictures of that
Right.
thing in
He
jail?
got all kind of approvals.
I know, right? He's
airdropping
airdropping in jail. They're like, now he's like, that's not me.
No,
That ain't
someone who is 23 years old himself. I don't even. That's something like a 13 or 18-year-old would do. You
Well,
know,
maybe-
honestly, I don't see that being in my caliber of
Well,
range.
maybe you're not walking around with the package, Terrell.
Trust me, I'm walking around with something.
Okay.
Nor do I want people to see it, but also it's like, yeah, I got something. You know what I mean? It's like an old Cadillac. Everybody wants one, but not everyone wants to admit that it's old. You know what I'm saying? So that's a guy thing.
Okay.
Overall, you-
Okay, yeah. I want to get there so badly with you. I want to get there so badly. All
It
right.
makes sense when you don't think about it.
Okay, I'm not
Oh.
perfect. I'm not going to think about it. Thank you, Jarrell. That was amazing. Another senseless shenanigans brought to us by Coca-Cola Bottling Company United. Next time you are in any store, go down the aisle and just see what they got down there. And meet me by the Smart Water. The black alkaline water actually is my favorite. And if you're not there, just send them a note and be like, Michelle Taylor Willis told me to drink this stuff. All right. Back to our guest on According to Michelle. She's like, she's laughing.
I don't do this. Why do y'all do
She's
this?
laughing over there. She's like, what is going on? We got Just Jay in the house. She's in cybersecurity. But when we opened the show, I love the quote that she said. Her corporate job is her angel investor. And that's how she started her business. That is how she has started her nonprofit. That's what she's used to empower people and travel all over the place. And she is all over the world, y'all, with this wear. I see her. I follow you on Instagram. I see you everywhere, and it's Just Jay wearing. She's just smiling, her hands on her hips, showing her little stomach. Like she's like, well, you look great. So let's talk about that because all right, so you're from Detroit.
Right.
Okay, you're from Detroit. Did you said that you majored in management? I know you just got your MBA back in 2019. So you really have doubled down on this. I'm going to be an amazing business owner thing, right? But was that always the goal? Were you going to start as an
No.
entrepreneur, or did you what did you think you were going to do?
Well, actually, I've been an entrepreneur ever since I've been about 16, 17 years old.
How often do we hear that in here?
More than
My mom's best friend used to sell black art, and I used to sell black art greeting cards with the same black art that she had for family and friends. So I've always done something, and I really enjoyed it. I love black art. Everybody else did too. And then after that, I became everybody said they were a stylist. I wasn't a stylist. I was an image consultant.
Okay.
So I was an image consultant.
And how
for-
old were you when you started that?
I was in my 20s, and I was image consulting for, at the time, I was dating an NFL player.
Okay.
So he is the one who inspired me, and he became my investor. Said, "You'll do amazing in this. Let's get this started." And I was styling professional players and their mothers. And
What? At 23?
in my
Wow.
actually my late 20s.
Okay.
Yes. So that was fun, and did wardrobe analysis. That was amazing. That was fun. So I've always had a fashion flair because of my father and my stepfather. They used to
Got
dress
it.
me up ever since I was a toddler. So I always loved to dress. I have an eye. I can go in the store in less than a minute. I can comb it and see if there's something in there somebody's looking for. So that's just fun to do. And I just do that still for my family and friends.
And clearly still for yourself. I mean, like you always
Thank
look.
you.
I love the green suit, by the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you very much. So from there, I joined this, I want to say it's a multi-level marketing company, basically a health and wellness company.
Okay.
And I was wearing this particular brand that most people wear, and everybody would ask me, where did you get it? So I got tired of saying that, and I said, I need to have my own line. So that's basically how it started. And then I said, I wanted to have a line that would address problem areas, which a lot of women that I know and knew and still know is problem area was tummy control. So I created leggings to give you that support and want you to feel good, look good, and feel stylish. And it had side pockets. And then that's basically the birth of Just Jay wear. And then I was saying sweat pretty. So I said, let me test it out with just saying Sweat Pretty. So I found that more people were gravitating to Sweat Pretty, which I trademarked as well. So it's a Sweat Pretty collection. And then during the pandemic, we were lounging. I said, let me have a loungewear. So I said, we're going to sweat pretty by day and sleep pretty by night. So
Okay.
that's how both of those actually came about. And then for the breast cancer awareness piece, I always have a hot pink set, and 10% of the proceeds go to Loving Arms Cancer Outreach, and that's in Cobb County. What I like about them is that we work with them through my sorority in the chapter, is that they provide funds. They give a credit card to all their members, and it helps them with their essential needs, whether they need to go to the doctor, grocery store, etc. But I knew where the money was going. I was supporting other bigger organizations and didn't quite know, but I wanted to get a little closer to where the funds are actually going. And I just recently, as of last month, became a board member.
Okay, what's the name of that organization?
Loving Arms Cancer Outreach.
Okay, Loving Arms. So I love this because you really kind of had this kind of journey to getting to where you ended up with your final product, so to speak. And I know it's not over. Swim Pretty's coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. Swim Pretty.
And then my girlfriend was like, "Love Pretty for tennis." I'm like,
Oh my God.
I love it though. But what I really like is, and this is what I want people to pay attention to, right? Is like how you birthed this thing kind of by chance, right? At first with your boyfriend in NFL, but then how you took your love of what you did and just kind of matched it with opportunity.
Exactly.
Right.
And by the way, I had hypertension, so I needed to get in the best shape of my life. And the health and wellness company I was working with, I became ambassador in that organization. What I love about it, I love things that's attached to the community. So every 10 pounds you lose, they donated basically 30 meals to fight obesity for children. So anything that's attached to community service, I am totally for it. So that's basically how I decided I wanted to be a part of that particular organization at that time.
Just Jay. She is I am Just Jay. That's JAI on Instagram. So let's talk about, I want to give a couple actionable steps, right? Okay. So you decide, okay, this fashion thing, I can develop my own line. I want to focus on leggings and problem areas. What did you do? Right? Did you say, okay, did you have somebody help you draw it out? Did you hire somebody? Did you, how'd you find out where to source for your leggings? Did you go to Alibaba? Like, what did that look like? So people can actually see what this looks like as they're trying to do their own thing.
Some I did, some is US. I went to actually different trade shows too. So you can go to different trade shows and you can find the vendor there. Some you can use Alibaba. Some people actually design some things. So it was a combination. When I first started, I started off with t-shirts and leggings.
Okay.
And the leggings didn't match. And then biker shorts with the side pockets. Everybody fell in love with the side pockets. So when I went to Essence for the first time, I did amazing with just t-shirts and leggings. So I'm going to Essence again. I just recently was approved.
Yay!
So I'm excited about that because I have so much more than t-shirts and leggings. So, and
that's
I still
right.
have people that's been following me from there. But
so do you, I'm sorry to cut you off. So do you order them, you order in bulk and then you have them put your mark on it, or what? How does that work?
It depends.
Okay.
Right. So I order a sample. First of all, you order a sample first.
Got it. And how did you know to do that?
Just doing business. Order a sample first. What's key is that if you're referring to clothing, understanding the fabric, right? So when I say like my items are close to Lululemon and close to Nike, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You look at the percentage, you know what you like, you want to get close or even to that as possible if you want to have the same quality, because I have a quality product. So that's the first thing, is understanding the fabric. What do you want it to look like, how you want it to feel on you, and how it's going to, as far as help as far as sweat and things of that nature. So then you take it, once you get the sample, you wash it. You see how I do after you wash it. And then after you do that and it's still durable and it's a quality product, then you go place a bulk order.
Got it.
That's the process that I use. And then also I have a testing crew. So just because I like it don't mean everybody.
You send it to all your line sisters.
So I have mainly, not really my line sisters, I have personal trainers, and I have some people that constantly buy from me all the time. They know and trust it, but just your core group. You just at least need 4 core group of people that's going to be honest, test it out themselves and try it, and then let you know what they think. And then it may be a couple modifications. I like this. This is too tight. They need to make this a little wider, more in the back, because we have more, we're not straight. We're more so form figures. So
Yeah.
things of that nature.
So let me tell you what I heard you say. I heard you say, one, you did some research, right? You were intentional about what you were doing. You didn't just throw stuff on the wall to see what stuck. You did research. You tried it out first, right? You didn't throw all your money into something. You got to sample. You tried it out first. You surrounded yourself with people that would tell you the truth and that believe in the vision, but love you enough to make sure that they don't tell you stuff just to make you fail.
Right.
You did market research, and then you made a decision.
Correct. But I
And-
also want to add too,
Yeah.
is every item, there's at least 30 to 40 plus conversations for an item.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of different conversations back and forth with pricing, with fabric. It looks like this, it looks like that. And then not only with that person, because I'm checking with other competitors. So it's 5 or 6 different people I may be talking to about one item, may have 2 different people send it, just kind of see what it looks like. And then the price points actually have to work for me as well.
Right. I imagine there was some discussion too, like, okay, you like it. Would you pay this for it? Or what would you pay for it? Right. And if it's Lululemon, I mean, I wear Lululemon, and it ain't cheap.
No.
It ain't cheap, but I mean, it's great stuff. I mean, the stuff I've had from Lululemon, like I'm wearing leggings from like 8-9 years ago. That's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it.
Amazing quality, correct.
It's crazy quality. And it feels good. So when you say to me, my quality is like Lululemon or like Nike, I'm automatically like, I got to buy her stuff because I like what that feels like. And the price point is probably, afford. Right. Yeah. And so that's automatically. So I'm thinking about people who are listening. I'm thinking about women out there who want Lululemon quality, don't want to pay $119 for a pair of leggings or even $89 on sale, right? That says, hey, listen, this is something I want to try.
You can get a whole set really for like $75, 80 max.
At I Am Just Jay.
Just Jaywear, JUSTJAIWEAR.
Guys, make sure you check her out. Just Jay Wear. Okay, so you go through, you order your first batch, and how do you know where to sell? Are you selling online? You said you went to a trade show. How'd you know to go to Essence? How'd you know what trade shows to go to? How'd you do all that?
You have to pour into yourself. What's key is you going to Black Enterprise conferences. You go to you get fashion books, and you look at, and then different trade shows in that industry. You have to know. Ironically, I've never been to the Magic Show, which I'm going this February. But just getting different emails on different fashion. Once you start, people know that you're in the fashion, you're gonna get all kind of emails. So I went to a trade show in Miami, met a couple manufacturers in different countries, and start working with them. And I'm still looking to have build a relationship with a couple manufacturers in different countries. Yes, I have some manufacturers in China. Ideally, I want to be perfectly honest with you, get out of China.
Mhm.
So I'm still working with and having conversations with other manufacturers.
So because and I posted this. I posted a post, I guess, this morning actually on Instagram about entrepreneurship not always being great. I know we got to take a quick break here, but while we're going into break, talk about like the really hard part. Like I posted this morning, I lost 2 clients in the month of May, and it hasn't been great. And I'm like, but as entrepreneurs and as business owners, we keep pushing, we keep grinding. What's the icky part of this? What's the hard part? What is it when you're like, I don't want to do this anymore? Like,
well, the hard part is, initially when I started, I was every department. I was literally extremely exhausted, getting up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, having these multiple conversations, and then 8 o'clock have to work, 8 to 5, then get back and have those different conversations. And I, like I said, I was every department that you can actually think of. and that was extremely challenging. And then I know we're gonna take a break, but also I was I had a mental health crisis, and I'll share more about that on a break. I was didn't do anything with my business for a little bit over a year and a half. So, and as of February, I'm back. I'm literally starting
All the
over.
way over.
I'm starting. I still have I still have some of my customers, building new customers, but literally starting over. My mom kept my Shopify going for a year and a half.
Really?
But there was no activity.
Do you mind sharing what caused that?
Well, my grandfather passed. True enough, he was 103.
Oh, wow.
He was my best friend. He was that entrepreneur. He owned apartment buildings. He
And back in
started-
Detroit?
Yes, he started Colvard Distribution. He was one of the first distributors of the Jet and Ebony magazines in the city. We had
Wow.
a family college when we was young, so I would actually looked up to him. And then my girlfriend called me on my birthday, wished me happy birthday. She went on a trip with her boyfriend for the first her new boyfriend, and basically got on the ATV and it flipped over, crushed her body. She it was just so devastating that my grandmother passed. I could not recover
Wow.
from one tragedy after another. So as a result, I went into mental psychosis,
It's okay.
suicidal ideation.
Oh.
The first mental health facility I was in for 60 days. And I was trying to tell my mom it wasn't for me. The place was absolutely a horrible place. But after 2 months, my mom just listened to me. She found another place for me to go. And I went to Torn Recovery and Counseling. That place literally is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I work with 5 therapists, a trauma specialist, my neurologist. I work with a nurse. I work with a personal trainer, and I work with a nutritionist. They work with me from the inside out to get me out of quicksand. As a result, I decided to start my nonprofit that's called Space of Grace, so you can give yourself some grace when you're going through tragedy, right? And basically, my goal is to fund several individuals to go through the 90-day program to save my life. And that's the plan. And I'll tell you more details about it that I had to launch that.
Yes, we want to know about that. And first of all, thank you. I mean, Instagram, the comments are going crazy. Glad you're here with us today. You are loved inside out. Bless your heart. Wow. I mean, thank you for sharing that. We are going to take a quick break and we come back because we want to make sure we help fund your dream so that other people's dreams can be funded through Space of Grace. And we got to support this woman, right? She is doing God's work. She's doing humanity's work, all of that. Just Jay. I am Just Jay or Just Jay Wear. That's JAI on Instagram. Let's go. Let's buy her leggings. Let's buy her stuff. Let's be Jade out. When we come back, it'll be 5:30. Time for Ask Michelle 404-603-8077. If you want to call and offer her any words, you can do that. But don't touch anything else except your phone to call in. We'll be right back with more According to Michelle. Are you okay?
Yeah. That just been time I couldn't even talk about it but I did good.
You did great.
So, I was like, pull it in.
You did great. You did great.
So, the event that I had.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're still live, right? On YouTube and on everything. So let me say this again. Whenever we go on break, it's not over.
Okay.
It's actually worse because they can see you and hear you. But so I just want to make sure like whatever you say on here.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I want to share about the event that I had. My Silver Star event. I'm going to close with that.
Okay. And so as you can see, I'm asking you questions to lead you to where you want to be. Okay. And you're doing it. You can see where it's going. So I'm not just like, tell me about Just Jay. Exactly. It's, we're talking about it, and everything you want to go through is coming out, right? So that's how it.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're amazing. Sheesh, you're amazing. Hey, K9 Mouse, how are you?
Hey, K9.
Yeah. Somebody said they want to get you in their official G Get Inc. wants to get you in their program. They said, I don't know. I think it's a business consortium or something.
Okay.
But he'll probably follow you. Make sure you follow her.
DM
I
me,
am just Jay.
please.
What's up? Yes, sir. Odell. How's it going? Are you guys enjoying the show? Is this amazing information from cybersecurity, mental health, getting your business started? That's why I like to tell people exactly because everybody wants to do it. And sometimes people just need a little bit of like a 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like, and so you're doing that. And this is great. It's a great show. I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Yeah. So glad you're here. I know I'm a little crazy.
Thank you.
Where do we find her? Just Jay. I am just Jay. So I am just JAI or just Jay Where. Let's do that. So you can go buy her stuff. For your girlfriend, for your mama,
Your daughter.
your daughter, for Michelle Taylor Willis, for MT Dubs. I gotta check it out. Just Jay Ware. That's what she is.
Thank you.
Make sure, guys, let's go support her. Let's buy her stuff. Where do we find her? What's her Instagram? I just put in the comments. And if you want to call her, you can. You can call her in 4 minutes. 404-603-877. You call in and tell her all the wonderful things you're putting in this post. Putting in this feed. The
Yes,
comments.
Please, let me hear from you.
All right. How are you guys doing out there? Hi. I turned the camera back around. Sorry. I took the beautiful woman in green off, put myself back on. Because I was just going to say hey to y'all. Hope you're not mad. I took her off. I'm going to give her right back to you. She'll be back. She'll be right back. God, this light is bright. Let me turn this
I
a little
love
bit.
that light.
This one?
Which light are you? Oh, you have,
I have
that's
one
a light
here.
too?
Yeah.
Did you get that from?
I'm using my phone to watch. Yay. What do I want, Michelle? Nothing. I want you to call in. Call in and say hey. I was telling her that you were saying you should join her group. Don't you have like a business group or something like that? So that's what I was telling her. Yeah, it's a lights. You can make it like more warm. You can make it warmer. You can make the light. This is lighter and this is warmer. Oh, I kind of like that. It gives me a nice glow.
Where'd you get it?
I was about to say Instagram. Amazon, yeah. Yeah.
Everything for Amazon.
Community activity. Yeah. You should go and follow her. And all right, when we come back in time, ask for Michelle, and we'll talk about Mental Health Awareness Month and your foundation Space of Grace.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this with a quote too. So my son did a weird job. I don't know if you were in here when I was saying it, but I hired my boys over the summer, so my kids are working for me. Hey guys, how are you?
That's cool. How old are they?
Hi, we're on a break we're on the radio, live on the radio here in Atlanta, but I'm Facebooking and Instagram living to you guys, and we're on a little bit of a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to DM her and wait for her reply.
Okay, thank you.
We have the founder of Just Jay Wear, JAI. It's a fitness brand for women. Really cool stuff. It's the quality of a Nike, Lululemon, but not the price. Get a whole set for about $75, but she's talking about her journey to entrepreneurship, mental health, her mental health journey, her foundation. When we come back, we're talking about her event and Space of Grace, her nonprofit. So lots of great things with Jay in the house today, who I met randomly at a Christmas party that I was hosting. I was hired out to a Christmas party, and she was there. And my assistant was like, "You gotta talk to this lady." And that's how it happened?
Mhm.
Yeah. Because you were with
Dr. Dawn Samad. She told me to tell you hi.
Dawn, yeah. Tell her hi, she's gotta come on the show. Yeah, she gotta come on the
It's a
show.
great thing. She needs to come on.
She's doing amazing things. I
She's
just
doing
saw her
something
speaking
great.
at Life University.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're about 30 seconds out. Okay, guys, here we go.
You got the Lakers cover.
Oh yeah, huge Kobe fan.
What'd you say?
Oh, it's Kobe. Yeah. I love this part. I like this.
All right, guys, what is up? We are back. It's 5:30. It's According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis right here on Real 1100 AM in Midtown Atlanta. It is the last day of May. It's also the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month, but that does not mean you have to stop talking about and thinking about mental health awareness. It should stay top of minds. When we went to break, our guest, founder of Just Jayware, Jai Leta-Colvard, was talking to us about her mental health journey and how really, therapy and therapists saved her life. And because of that, she started a nonprofit, the Space of Grace. It's a nonprofit to help people deal with mental health and provide financial support to the 90-day program that saved her life. She went through a 90-day program that literally she claims is the reason she's still on the earth. And she wants as many people as possible to have access to that program. And that's why she started Space of Grace. So we can, how do we find Space of Grace online?
Spaceofgrace365.org.
Spaceofgrace365.org. Can people go there and donate?
Yes.
You can go there and donate. The amount, so I tell people all the time, when you're donating, the amount doesn't matter. If 500,000 people gave $1, she'd have $500,000. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like if 1,000 people gave $1, she'd have $1,000. And guess what? That's $1,000 more than what she had. How much does it cost to put one person through the program?
15,000.
Sorry, I got. Whew, okay, we got. Let me redo some of my
But
numbers
they
here.
take benefits.
They
So
do.
just every scenario is different.
Right. Well, hopefully we got some insurance coming around here, but just in case. If not,
what I can when I can.
let's do. And that's really all it's about. That's my point. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can do, spaceofgrace365.org. Go there and donate. And you just did an event, right? Didn't you have an event?
About this. I tricked all my family and friends.
Uh-oh.
They thought
nobody likes to be tricked, Jay.
They love this. They thought they were coming to my Silver Star party to celebrate me, which was 25 years of community service with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. What they did not know when they arrived, they were the stars, not me. So it was like Hollywood. So I had stars on the floor with their names, and they were standing by their name taking pictures. It was star-studded, pink carpet. Everything was simply amazing. I pulled everything out for them. It was absolutely a phenomenal event. Various people said it was epic, and also it was a soft launch of Space of Grace. So with 150 friends coming together, donating that night, we raised $8,000.
Wow, unknowingly. Like they came because they thought they were celebrating something else, and unknowingly, you had enough for half a person to go. You're right. I mean, like without even trying.
Exactly.
So imagine if we tried
to have them in my life. And then I recognized out of 150, there were shining stars. It was 25 shining stars were instrumental in staying in contact with me for a year and a half. So I recognized them. They got
through your
Star
journey.
Awards, and it was a ceremony. It was really nice. And I really couldn't speak on it. I had a video to share what each of the 25 individuals did or meant to me at that time. So it was an amazing event.
So let me ask you this, because we know, I mean, there's so many terms and words being thrown around about everything, right? DNI, DEI, mental health, BIPOC, all of these, right? What's the difference between throwing these terms out saying, we got to do this, and then actually making it different, like to impact the change? Because we know mental health is a challenge, but from you having gone through this, what do you see that people can really, really do to save people's lives, or not even that, just to pull somebody out of depression, or what can we really do?
And ironically, I'm actually glad you asked that question, because during regional conference, my niece committed suicide.
Jeez.
So I can't even make this up. And now I am. It's been a challenge, because just talking to my family, talking to my sister, and realizing she saw me. She saw what I went through. So when you see someone suffering, Now you have to do everything you possibly can to help them. You might not be the resource that they can actually talk to, because most of the time it's not family and friends, because you feel your family and friends don't really understand. You really have to talk to a non-biased person. You really need to talk to the professionals, because they have the tools. We think we have the tools. Sometimes we think we're stronger than we think. But if you have not experienced anything as tragic as a death of somebody that you're close to, some key people in your life that you absolutely adore, you don't know how to respond. You don't know what to do, and you don't know what to think. So it's very important that the professionals come in. And then it may not be the first therapist, it may not be the second or third therapist, but you have to keep trying. You have to have someone that's there with you, because my mom, I had to move with my mom because I was by myself. I was living in the Vines. I had to move with my mom. She literally took care of me. It depends on what level, what layers of depression that you're in, but you most definitely cannot do it alone.
So if we're somebody on the outside, the best we can do is just attempt to be supportive and get them in front of therapists.
Yes.
Get them to the professionals.
Exactly.
Well, listen, I understand what you're going through. I mean, a very dear friend of mine, like my road dog, committed suicide about 4 years ago now, and it was devastating.
Did you see the signs?
So she had been in a hospital at one point, and we kind of saw her a little in and out of depression, but we did well, her friends back at in her hometown where she was had gotten her in the hospital, and she was in therapy, um, and she was on drugs. I mean, drugs to help with their not like meth, doctor
Medication for
medication.
mental
Thank
health.
you. Yes, and
And that's a different conversation. Some is good.
well, and she didn't like those because they were making her gain weight and kind of made her
that
act
part, 60
fun.
pounds. I understand.
So she didn't want to do that, and they made her feel funny, and
That
I mean,
part, I
and she
understand.
was little bitty, like this girl was the cutest. I mean, she was adorable. I mean, she was probably 5'2". She was from Alabama and black, really cute, light skinned, little short Halle Berry haircut. You know, we used to say she looked like a short Halle Berry. Cheerleader, cute I mean, she was beautiful, but she was also cute, like great personality, just like somebody that you would never have thought, like never would have thought that they could have done something like that, because she was always jovial and happy. I remember the last video she posted on Instagram when she was doing the remember Drake's Kiki, do you love
Mhm.
me? Are you she was doing that on a wheeler, on a one of those little Segway things.
Mhm.
And I go back sometimes and I look at that video because she sent it to me. And I look at that video and I'm just looking at her like, this couldn't have been you. You know what I'm saying? It was devastating. And the way she did it was, they said that like women rarely ever commit suicide in that way. It was very drastic. So I understand that, because that was close. Like that was close. I mean, we were at each other's houses. We traveled together. We knew our families. She knew all of my mess. I knew all of hers. It was bad, 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 bad. And she had a daughter.
Mm.
So I don't. I mean, like this stuff is serious, and that's why I asked the question, like what can we really do other than just be like, I wish, I wish, I wish. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, for me, I think just the friends that was calling, they didn't see me for a year. They kept calling, checking on me. That made me feel good. Shanti Doss, I was listening to her a lot on social media. My mom wanted me to just remove myself from the phone. Um, and it's just a combination of prayers, listening to Sarah Jakes. So it's just a combination in church and prayer.
So
God.
never get. So we should just stay, like never just stay on you, right? Just stay on, not you, but I mean,
Exactly.
keep
If
even
you're
if
accustomed to talking to your friend once every 2 days and you're not talking to her anymore, then if you reaching out to her multiple times and she is not responding, find somebody else to respond, go by her house, check with her parents, see what's going on, and let them know what you see. We have to pay attention to signs early. I put on a mask for so long. That's what took me so long to recover. But when I thought I was recovering, then another issue came. So I just never could recover.
Mm. Well, we're glad you did, and thank goodness for your nonprofit.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
And you are actively raising money. Are you going to hold like an event or a gala or something like that?
At some point I am, but right now the money that I actually have, I'm going to meet with the CEO of Torn Recovery and Counseling. And
that's the facility where you were,
Yes,
right? Yeah. Where is that?
That's in Ackworth.
Okay, so it is in the Atlanta area. Okay.
Yes, it's in Ackworth. Torn Recovery and Counseling. So, and they do accept medical, insurance. So I'm going to meet with them, and I want to get someone through the program.
Wow.
In
All
the
right.
next 60 days.
We got to help you do it. And so I want to read a quote to you. The main purpose of my life was to motivate and empower women in their journey. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
Why is that your main purpose?
Because I feel after what I've seen and actually what I've been through, I want to help as many women as I can. It's a lot that we actually deal with, even when inside the home and then outside the home. So just let them know that they are loved, that they do have a support system inside the home and outside the home, and they have the strength to chase their passion and do what they want to do what their heart desires, because we're only going to do this one time. So while you're here, do the things you enjoy to do. And like Bob Marley said, live the life you love and love the life you live, because this is the life that you actually have. This is the life that you chose. So you create that roadmap on how you want to do it.
What does empower mean to you?
Empower means having strength, having endurance, and then having a support system to actually lift you up when you fall. We all gonna have peaks and valleys, but it's the point of bouncing back. If you're in a situation where you're depressed for more than a week, then you need to seek help. But if you are depressed and you can get through it, you have the tools to get through it, you can empower yourself to get through it, build yourself up, and you don't need anybody else to build you up most of the time, then you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And just having dignity and have the strength that to know that every day is not going to be perfect. Every day is not going to be an amazing day, but just know that what your goal is, the day that you're in is going to be better than the day before.
Let me say this real quick as we go to break. When I asked you about empowerment, you said empower means to you strength and endurance. And I think it's interesting that you use those two words, because when you exercise, you're building strength and endurance. And you created an exercise line.
No, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Right?
Exactly. It's full circle.
It's full circle.
And then at the mental health facility, they work you from the inside out. I worked out 3 days a week to get the strength and endurance.
Wow. Yeah.
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, we got to take our last break. I know it goes fast, right? Is this like the fastest 2 hours ever? We got to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk about what you got coming on the next go round, Sweat Pretty and Swim Pretty. I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
I'm going to let you have.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to let you have Swim Pretty. I'm not even going to charge you for it.
Okay.
I just want the first bikini that comes out. That's all I want. Guys, you're listening to According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis right here on Real 1100 AM. We've got Just Jay in the house, entrepreneur, philanthropist, founder, activist, all the things. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. I don't want to let you go. Don't touch anything. We'll be right back with more Michelle Taylor Willis on the backside of this break. Cheese. What'd you say?
This is great.
Oh,
This is
thank you.
Thank you.
You're great.
You're great.
Well,
You're wonderful.
well, I mean, thank you, but
I can tell you love what you do.
I
It means a lot.
do.
I can tell.
You can?
Completely. It's like fun for you.
Yeah, I enjoy doing things that I like to do. You know what I mean? I just feel like life is short. Actually, I think life is long, but it feels short, right? And I just think that it's unfortunate that people die feeling like they missed out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I don't want to die feeling like I missed out. Like I might not have done everything, but I feel like when I die, I'm going to be able to say, I did a lot of shit.
And you made an impact in this world to make this world a better place, enhance the lives of others. So that's, for me, that's what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did. Thank you. I mean, I'm doing my best, but I am having fun. I don't think I do much that I'm not having fun. I mean, it's not always fun,
Right.
right? I mean, it's not, I mean, I don't want to intimate that it is always fun, but, the fun to the not so fun is, I mean, definitely it's skewed more to fun, but that's because I like what I do.
I can tell. That's good. And you're an entrepreneur. You created your own roadmap. This is what we
Yeah.
want to do. This is what I do well.
Yeah.
And create an environment for that particular space. Everybody's not able to do that. Like I'm not able to do that just yet. I know what I love to do.
Mhm.
I love to sweat pretty in the city, but I know what my job. I like cybersecurity, but I don't love cybersecurity. There's
Right.
a lot of things that I know that obviously I cannot share that I don't want to take into my business.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's coming. I just have to be patient. I have to work on my patience. I've been through a lot.
You
I
have
to
been
work on
through a
my
lot,
patience.
but you've made it.
Yeah, I made it. Girl.
It's funny that you say that too. You're
I
like,
made it.
you're doing what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And I mean, I think patience is a thing too. I'm not the most patient person.
Neither.
I've learned patience, and I've learned to kind of just take things as they come, but also to take them by the horns at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I'm patiently getting after it, which seems very oxymoronic. But I tend to be a bit of an oxymoron myself, so I guess
You're a comedian too.
I mean, I got a
Not
couple
intentional,
funny
but it's
bones in
kinda-
my. I do have about
It's
2
your
minutes.
personality.
I got about 2 minutes of a good stand-up routine that I'm ready that I can
Okay.
like. Oh, we got some comments over here. Let's see. Um, Hi, hey, what's up, guys? Have her go to this SPA that I know of. She will love it. What's SPA? About 50. Yep. Yep. After this song, we come back.
Come on,
Oh,
I'm
spa.
like, girl.
I said SPA.
You think about
Well, because
SBA,
it's
Small
oh my
Business
gosh,
Association, I
because
guess.
it's all capital letters.
Okay,
So I
all right,
thought it
so
was like, what's
please
up?
let me know. I had a couple events at the spa. I love spa.
Have her go to the spas and I know her. She'll love it. Yeah, it's a spa. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what's an SPA?
Send it to me, please.
What is that?
I go every week, but send it to me. I would love to know about a new one.
God, we have a lot of people jumped in. And what's up, Reset? How are you? Tactical Tangerine Defense. Hi, how are you? I know that's right, Michelle. You're a super spirit. Thank you. You better not leave me. I'm not leaving you. All right, guys, it is literally time to go. And I can't believe it. Like 2 hours flies by on According to Michelle with Michelle Taylor Willis, especially when we have amazing guests like Jay. She has, I mean, didn't I tell you guys at the top of the show? Didn't I tell you? I said you're going to be inspired, you're going to be motivated, and it's going to be actionable. Like we're going to give you things to do. Like when you leave, You're going to be like, I'm going to do this. And you only need how many things? Just one. Just one thing. That's it. She gave you like 500. First of all, she gave you from that cybersecurity space, she gave you all the stuff you needed to know to get your affairs in order with these passwords and not having people tracking you. But I mean, what a story. What a person. What a human. What a heart. What a spirit.
Thank you.
All of these things you are. Magical.
Oh, thank you.
Real quick, your cousin is a breast cancer survivor,
Correct. Jelona.
Jelona. And so you donate to breast cancer organizations. You mentioned Loving Arms Cancer Outreach.
Correct.
So how do you do that? Just like part of the proceeds from what you sell in Just
Part of
Jay?
proceeds for the specific line. always have a breast cancer awareness line. Every year I have a new line specifically to that line.
So that
10%.
line gets 10% goes to Loving Arms.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So we got to help you raise at least $15,000 because we got to get at least one person through this program. Tell us again the website where to go.
Space of Grace 365.org.
Space of Grace. All right. And that will get somebody through the 90-day program that Jay went through that saved her life.
Yes. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Space of Grace 365.
All right. And then Just Jay, Jai, guys, Just Jay Wear. That's JUSTJAIWEAR. Go there and buy her stuff. I'm going to buy some stuff. I'm going to start mixing it in to my Lululemon. Now, if it doesn't feel as good as Lululemon, but it's still good, I'm going to still wear it because I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you, but we got to go. Make sure you go and check out her brand. And then you got Sweat Pretty coming. You got the brown bag. That's okay. Go for it. Yeah. Talk to us.
June 6th is golf day. I'm doing golf day in Georgia, a Sweat Pretty clinic. So make sure you go to Just Jay Wear. Go to Instagram and go to Just Jay Wear, and you can sign up. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. We'll have a golf clinic. We'll have 9 holes. We'll even have a honoring some award winners from Georgia Golf Day. So we're super duper excited about that. And it's going to be at Eagles Landing, June 6th from 1 to 4. Make sure you get your tickets. They are going fast. So I'm excited about that. June 11th, I'm also having a yoga session. I'm partnering with Weather Be Worn at Pittsburgh Yard. Make sure you check us out there at Just Jay Wear to get that information. And then June 27th through July 3rd, I will be at the Essence Festival. Super excited about that.
Ooh, so excited.
Just got everything approved. I'll let you know if you follow me, the booth. So I have quite a few things going on. In addition to that, in about 3 weeks, I'll be in the Sister Boutique at Atlantic Station. Super excited about that opportunity. And then I'm currently in design phase in the Galleria. So your girl out here working and sweating pretty in the city.
You really are. Yes. No, you really are. And like I said, I follow you, so I see you, right? I mean, you're overseas and in front of hotels taking pictures. Like, hi, look at me and Just Jay Wear. And I'm like, oh, that pink. I feel like it looks so good on me. That's what I think every time. I love the pink stuff.
Okay,
listen, thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. We are glad you're here. Instagram was lighting up with comments in support of you. Somebody just said, I support you now. I mean, everybody is, we're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
So you can't go anywhere. There's a reason you're here. Somebody's purpose is going to be fulfilled because you're fulfilling yours.
Thank you.
Right? And so we're just thankful that you're here. And thank you so much for coming on the show. And I can't wait to see what you got coming next.
Thank you. Oh, one last thing. Anyone who purchases now, you can use the code THANKS15 to get 15% off.
Ooh, thanks 15.
Courtesy of Michelle Show.
You're welcome. Nobody is ever going to, people never use the codes. They'll buy it and they'll be like, I didn't use it. I forgot what it was. Thanks 15. I'm going to put it in the comments. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in to Michelle, according to Michelle. I mean, every week I'm telling y'all, and I start the show every week, and I'm like, y'all, this show is going to be dope. And if you pay attention and apply the knowledge, your life will be changed. That's all you got to do is apply it. Action, action, action. Dreaming, hoping, faith, all of that is great. But if you ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing. Every Wednesday from 4 to 6, I am right here on Real 1100 AM. You can catch us on the iHeart app. You can catch us on TuneIn. If you miss it, you can be a part of Team Replay. Search According to Michelle podcast. I'm everywhere, literally. And then you can just always Google me, Michelle Taylor Willis. I'm at Michelle Taylor Willis on just about everything. And this Friday from 6 to 10, I will be in the city of South Fulton hosting the Taste of Soul Food, which happens all spring and all summer long. We're going to be at the Southwest Arts Center from 6 to 10. We've got Norris Gorganius performing. We've got the city's taste off. People are bringing food and somebody's going to win. We got celebrity judges that are going to be there. Goshe Hawkins is one of our judges. Summer Jackson, a local media personality. It's going to be great. So you can see me there and I want to see you there. But right now, I am out.
Great. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right,
Thank you.
Instagram. Thanks so much for tuning in. Some of you guys hung in there all day, all hour, the whole time. Great. Thank you so much. Please follow her, Just Jay Ware. JUSTJAI. Ware. Support her. Buy her stuff. Tell her the MT Dubs sent you. And I'll see you guys next week.
You can get.
Yeah, I can do both.
All right, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
No problem.